Your kids have to see you live the legacy.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you better. Now
You gotta live the legacy.
In Chicago, so I ended up selling drugs, and I was paying the bills. You know, I was taking care of.
So I know I'm excited. I know parents are excited.
Are you sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able.
Morning, I can't see myself. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. Zachy, we can't hear you, baby. He back there. But anyway, good morning, all. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina, where we give a voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. Good morning, Chanel. I love you, girl. You be on, baby. This my sister, y'all. She be on here. She loves, and she showed her love, man. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all
love
today
it.
is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. We're gonna let him come in today. We gonna this he right now.
Yeah.
We are the guests. He is the host today. We're gonna allow that to happen. Exactly. Yeah, I see you got you. You got you. All right. Before we start, of course, we're gonna start what we got in our coffee cup. Chanel, I reached out to old girl. She have not gotten back to me. So you need to reach out, baby, because I need somebody. Well, in my cup this morning, I tried that correct. I love that coffee. They got it's like a hazelnut type of creamy Keurig. Love it. And then I used, of course, some French vanilla. I tried the French Yvonne is weird because I put French vanilla and hazelnut and I still love it.
Look, we on the same page because
Girl,
you wait till I tell you what I got in my cup.
oh my God. Hey, Robbie. Good morning. My brother. Oh my God. I'm excited. What, well, before I get started, because I'm already hyped up, you can see, I'm going to introduce my BFF. Bye. Good morning,
Good,
BFF.
good morning, good morning, good morning. And I'm gonna tell you, we are so in tune. I think this, I think sometimes that is one of the main reasons why we're BFFs because we are
Yeah.
so in tune with each other. So this morning I'm drinking from my tumbler, and I have me some Food Depot Essential Brand coffee
Hmm.
that is supposed to be the equivalent of what is it, 8 o'clock original? And it is the bomb diggity. It is so good, and it is about $3 cheaper. So I think I'm going to continue to drink this brand for a while. But I wanted
Yeah.
the caramel macchiato, and I also wanted some hazelnut. So I
Mm.
decided
So
to
you got
mix.
it.
I decided to mix the caramel macchiato with the hazelnut, and it
Okay.
is
It is really
delicious. It
good.
is so good,
I like
and it's
mine
so
too.
hot, and it's so hot here. I decided to make it iced coffee this morning. So
I
that's what
ain't do the ice
that's what.
today. I said let me go ahead on and do the hot coffee. I really like the ice. I need to try this one with the ice
Girl,
on it. Probably good.
it is
Anyway,
probably
you
good
make
because
that
look at me.
you make that look kind of good, girl. Like we gotta get
I'm telling you.
Robbie said, "Hey, Vaughn."
Hey, sis. I mean, hey, brother. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, I'll come back that old. I can't hear. He said he couldn't hear it. I told you it's okay. So what I'm
Okay.
going to do, Yvonne, is
Hmm.
um I don't know, my computer is acting weird, whereas it won't let me send over him a link. Is there
Okay.
any way that you can? I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I could send a guest invite and see if I can do it like
Yeah.
that.
Send him a guest
Let me
invite
see.
and then go from there.
Email. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Um, but my computer's been acting weird. I'm just gonna be
Let me
honest.
see.
I've been having like this. Can you hear me? You still can't hear? You can hear us?
Oh,
Okay.
we can
Yeah.
hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. Y'all don't know, but we got stuff going on in the background. We are in, boy. We are in. Well, before we get started this morning, I just want to welcome everybody and to let y'all know that we are actually enjoying and very happy that we can continue to do these things that we're doing for you. And
Yes.
so we are literally back here doing, I mean, literally trying to getting some other stuff going on. And I'm just asking y'all to look for in the near future because we got some stuff that is going to blow your
Oh,
mind. But right
yes. Yes.
now, be in the midst of this, but we have something that's coming out on in September, and all you people out there, good morning,
Good
Miss Jones.
morning.
Good morning, Hilda. Um, we are actually get ready to start a new segment coming up. All you people out there that have some addictive behaviors, and I can't tell you not one of y'all who's watching,
That's
not
right.
one of y'all who's not, I mean, out there don't have some type of behavior or addiction. I don't care if it's drugs. I don't care if it's cigarettes. I don't care if it's sex, cards, gambling, whatever
Food,
it is,
money, whatever.
food. And we are actually looking to do, we're getting ready to do another segment, but I want y'all to watch this before all right. And then we're going to bring on
wouldn't allow certain things to go right because I was really fighting him for control, which we all know you're not gonna win that fight.
What's up, everybody? Can't wait to see how many of you all join us on the What's in the Bag Presents Be Open platform. We're going to do this recovery thing the way it should be done. So don't forget to join us September 12th, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's go, let's go. What's in the Bag Presents Be Open September 12th. Don't meet me there, beat me there.
Good morning.
Hey,
Oh, why did it go again? It always do that. I don't know why it do that on me. This
I
technology
don't
is
know.
starting to really bother me. Good morning, my brother. Good
Look,
morning.
how
Look
y'all
at
doing?
I
Uh,
am
I,
Wonderful.
wonderful, wonderful. Thank God for life.
what's
Like
going
my
on?
mom always said, thank God for life, man. I am just grateful this
Yes.
morning. And I'm definitely grateful to you because I know this right here again is dear to your heart. And being that
Yes.
is, I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm going to give you the floor and give them a kind of understanding what be open is and
Mm.
what you're going what you're doing.
Well, good morning again. Right now in my cup though, I don't know if y'all can see it because I'm froze. Look like,
We can
but
see it.
We can see
I
you.
got a little, I got a little hazelnut coffee with a shot of caramel, some creamer, and a little sugar, and it's very delicious this morning.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Everybody got the mix going on.
See, the mix thing. See, now laters, the candy now laters started with that mix when they came out with that
Yeah.
Yes.
mystery mix.
Yeah.
What? We've been mixing ever since Kool-Aid and everything. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm excited for the Be Open. Yes, it is near and dear to my heart because um, for me in my recovery, and for my maintenance, I could not just get that textbook you know, treatment. I just couldn't, and especially if you didn't go through what I went through, not saying that I couldn't learn from anybody, but for me to get to the place that I needed to be, you had to have been through something,
Mm.
and I've always learned things by experience, whether it was a bad experience or a good experience, the best way for me to learn is by doing something, you know what I mean? Um, so that's what this platform I would like to bring that to. Yeah, we'll bring some information. We're going to talk about some current events. We're going to talk about some. We're going to have some devotional time that encourage us, but we want to give that experiential knowledge that may touch someone right where they are because you never know. Like if I wouldn't have heard this white lady one time. Um, I wouldn't have. I heard her, her story, and she's from suburban white America. I'm from the hood, but when she shared her story, she had some of the very similar experiences that I had. She went through some of the same upbringing. Some of this, it was like almost like a parallel of my life growing up and her life growing up, and I'm like, wow.
Wow.
So it's not just me. It's not just I'm just not the only one. And sometimes God has to bring someone that you would totally not think possible that they can relate to you. And so that's why I want to share. I want to, give information. We're going to talk about some things because you never know. My story, whoever may come on, their story may help someone where they are that they can't get through NA group or a treatment center or a pamphlet or so that's what we want to do. We just want to touch someone with something that's real. And like I said, just to give a little preview of what we're going to talk about. That first episode is going to be anonymity, you know, um, being anonymous, and we're going to talk about, what that means, especially in today's context, because ain't nobody anonymous doing what they doing now. So why do I got to be anonymous when I'm trying to get help? You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about that, but that's that in a nutshell, and I'm just excited. Like I said, I hope people don't meet me there. I want you to beat me there. 'Cause September 12th, it's gonna be on and cracking up in there. Something new and fresh and
Yes,
exciting. So I can't wait. And
Yes.
yes.
I always say I thank you guys, you, Marvina and Yvonne, man, for just thinking about little old me.
You
But
ain't little old nothing.
it's an honor. It's an honor, to be. They say nobody has to be nice to you, and when they
That's
are
right.
nice to you, say thank you. So I thank
Yeah,
you guys.
thank
Guys, it's gonna
you.
be awesome.
Oh. You had
Yeah,
said
yeah.
something key though. You said we want to work where we at right now. Me and
Come
my
on.
BFF, we talked about this, and I'm there.
Yeah.
I even had a conversation um with someone that's so close to me. And we talked about where we at right now and why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Mm-hmm.
main thing was th- they wanted me to go back in my past so I can get where I'm at right here. And
Yeah.
I always had an issue. My issue is because I don't want to go back there. A lot of people don't want to
Right.
really want to go back there, but I already knew what broke me. I already came to conclusions, and I'm not trying to have the help. I'm not trying to tell the help how to help me. But I know one thing. I want to get where I'm at right now and deal with where I'm at in my addictive behaviors right now. Now, I
Mm.
Yeah.
know back then that I was abused. I know sexually abused. I did drugs. I know all the things, I was, I'm not going to say fatherless, but my real dad wasn't there. So I have abandonment issues. And I know all these things, I can go on and on and on about my past, but I'm ready to work on where I'm at right now
Come
because
on
right
now.
now is what's going to make me deal with where I'm going. And I want to know my behaviors and how it affects others, because like I said, I have addictive behaviors. I can tell you right now, you know, I had my first drug of choice was heroin, but I didn't go back to heroin, but I picked up other things. And that's what we do. We put
Mm-hmm.
one thing down and we pick up another. So right now, I feel that, I could be wrong. If anybody else feels the difference, that's fine. But I don't want to go back there. I don't want to sit around and write my book about
Yeah.
how how painful my life was, where I know that God Himself threw it in the sea of forgetfulness. Well, I gotta keep remembering it. I gotta
Mm.
forgive, move on. No one has a problem. Go ahead, say it. I'm ready
Let
for
me
you.
let me say this. Okay, you spoke about the Bible. It says the Old Testament is written for what? For our learning. We learn
Mm-hmm.
from what? Israel's past.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To know what they did and what they went through, so we won't have to go through it now and in the future, right? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So a lot of us that's got these addictive personalities that's been addicted, whatever we're using, whatever substance, whatever action that we're addicted to, is not the problem. The problem is what was going on that we using this to escape from.
Mm.
So I had, okay, what can you do to a dead person? How can you harm it? How can you offend it? You can't offend a dead person. So you have to understand that talking about for me to get the healing that I need, I have to go back to the past because there were some things that's going on that I wanted to escape from, but it turned into an obsessive usage. It turned into an
Mhm.
obsession that I'm using this, and people were like, "Okay, you're a crackhead. You're a crackhead. You on crack? Just get off. Just get off." But y'all wasn't with me when I was being abused as a child.
Mm.
Y'all weren't with me
Come
when
on
I was
now.
being sexually assaulted. Y'all weren't with me when I was, feeling insecure. When I didn't know how to be a man. I have to go back
Hmm.
and face all that stuff to understand why I picked this particular substance up to use. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to be hard. You so, but now that I've done all that hard work, now I can talk about that old person. That's not me no more. Because
Hmm.
somebody right now is in the middle of their battle, is in the middle of that, and it's some people in recovery that haven't used nothing, none of their drug of choice, none of their whatever of choice. Right now, they what they call a dry. They've been a dry drunk. They've been a dry addict, meaning they haven't dealt with all these issues. They just haven't used, but every day is a battle, it's a fight. They don't have no joy in life. They don't have no ambition or nothing because why? They thinking they are focused on just that substance. No, you got to dig up the roots
Mm.
of their own stuff if you want to have the fulfillment, if you want to enjoy life now and beyond. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not that nobody wants to, but and that may be a gauge to how healed you are or how healed you're not is how the past affects you.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
the past
Yeah.
Mhm.
affects you and it's so painful, yeah, that's that you may need to start keep digging them old roots,
Yeah.
so you can
Yeah.
get that you want. You know what I mean? It's not that
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
glorifying the past. We don't glorify that because we did some ugly things. I know I
Hmm.
did. There's some stuff I ain't telling nobody,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of stuff that I need to tell somebody because that's where they at, and that's going to help them. Boom, get pulled out of
Yeah.
that quicksand of addiction.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Because I know for
I just don't
me,
like it. Go
well,
ahead.
I know for me, and Marvina, you know my my story, my history, and anger was such an addictive behavior for me. I was striking out and doing some of everything from drugs, alcohol, fighting people, the whole nine yard. And I don't mean like arguing with somebody. I mean fist fighting. You call me out on the carpet, baby. We getting ready to rumble. It's getting ready to go down. I didn't care where I was, what I had going on. It
Mhm.
just happened. It was all consumed for me. And I did. I had to go to the past so I could look at that person in the mirror and I could discern the difference between the enemy and the enemy. Because sometimes when we don't address the past, we're so busy saying the enemy, the enemy, the enemy. And the
Yeah.
enemy is way over there, but it's the enemy that's still struggling with those issues and challenges from the past that's keeping us in certain
Use my
situations
words,
and
girl.
things.
Use my words, girl.
But it is it's powerful. And I had to come to grips with that. And I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't pretty. It was not
All
pretty
right.
because one of the things that somebody very close, my BFF, said to me, she said, because I was complaining one day, I think for about a month and a half, I was complaining about everybody. And she said to me, "What's the common denominator in all that?" She said, "You're not gonna like what I'm going to say. What's the common denominator?" She said, "You are." She said, "They ain't even thinking about you. But you so focused on what happened, when it happened, how it happened." She said, "Deal with it, work it out." And that was part of the change. It's the start of the change for me. So I say that back to you, Miss Marvina. Sometimes you do have to go back.
Oh,
Like you
I
said,
know
use
I
your
do.
words.
I
Yeah.
do. I do. I go back. Now let me say this. I do go back. I go back a lot. you know um but I want the my behaviors to, I'm looking for what I'm doing at this time to try to change. Now, I
Hmm.
hate going backwards. I
I
feel
got
that, those words, those feelings, those emotional attachments, and of course, you talk, you think about it, you get rid of it, and then you're supposed to start changing. But it's there's some painful things back there, and
you.
I don't know if those painful things required me to do drugs. I was a PK kid. My father was a minister. My stepdad. My mom was a first lady. Drugs wasn't around us.
Hmm.
We didn't. I can't say what goes on in other people's lives. My older siblings, my younger siblings, or whatever. But my life, it wasn't no thing of drugs. I was introduced to drugs by my husband. The weed, and then it was the heroin, which he was already one. Um Once I mean, of course you like the feeling, of course, and then once I got on it, I didn't know how to get off. I was told 3 days you was addicted. I didn't know. I didn't have a clue about what heroin was doing to me, but I did it. Excuse that was told to me was the reason why they introduced me. He introduced it to me because he didn't want to be the one to use up all the money and buy the drugs. And I'm sitting
Mm.
here, So I accepted and thought that it was introduced to me. I never found doing drugs got rid of what I my past.
Went through. Hmm.
It wasn't never a thing that I felt that, oh, because I was abandoned, I went and did drugs. I never felt that I went to do these things because I had such a bad past. Everybody has a past, a story. I don't know anybody in this world who don't have a story, but
Gotta come
everybody
on.
don't
You're
take
right.
the drugs, or they do addictions, like you said, but they don't always do those addictions because of their past issues.
Hmm.
I did not understand it, but my abandonment, I wanted to do something. I wanted him to accept me, and I went and I did it. So that
Mm.
kind of turned me to, okay, that must be an abandonment issue. That must be my issues where I was maybe wanted to be accepted, maybe because I knew drugs was wrong, but I did want to know what everybody else was doing. We were partying, they were enjoying themselves. So I just felt, don't get me wrong, I'm going to go in my past because I feel that it's something that needs to be done. But I hate the fact that I have to go back there,
Mm. Okay.
you know. So that's
Let
just
me,
where I'm at. And I think I'll
let me,
change as go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
but Yvonne said something that was powerful. When she made me think about the parable when she said is not always the enemy, but the enemy, because the enemy, he doesn't, it's the enemy that got to deal with what the enemy has done. And it made me think about the parable of the wheat and the tares. When Jesus gave that parable and he was talking about, when it was time for the harvest, and he was like, it was like the workers was like, hey, there's some weeds growing with the wheat. Should I take them out? He's like, nope, let them both
Nope,
grow.
let him
No,
go.
he said first, he said, where these weeds come from? He was like, an enemy has done this, right?
Hmm.
But let them grow, and then at the harvest, you can separate them. But he said, an enemy has planted this. But like you said, Yvonne, the enemy has, in our lives, enemy done his work when he planted that seed, that
Hmm.
negativity, and he left. He done did his job. So
Hmm.
Marvina, you may not have, like you said, you's a PK kid. Like at the time when I got hooked on crack, I was staying with I was in, we were 7 Day Adventists. I was in church most of the. I didn't, I wasn't out there in the streets or nothing like that. But I was attracted at that time though, because I was so sheltered at that time. I was attracted to what I saw around me,
Mm.
and
Mm.
I was put in a condition. Enemy set up a condition for me to be. I wasn't thinking about all that trauma I went through at that time. He just made it a set up a scene for me to be into. You see what I'm saying? But all that I went through, like you said, as a PK kid, I'm quite sure coming up, there was a lot of pressure on y'all
Yeah.
coming up in that. You're seeing a lot of stuff that was going on at home, and then in the church, you was kind of you was there was some things going on, right?
Yes. Yes.
There was some
Yeah.
selfishness that you was ready. I'm quite sure you probably was ready to get out here and do your thing because you were seeing some stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the opportunity came, however it came through
Yeah.
somebody that you said
Yep.
married, and you thought you want to be accepted and all that. So no, you wasn't thinking about all that stuff then when he was presented, but it took you on a journey, right?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
mission,
Mm-hmm.
and the mission, and the mission was and then like when you came down off them highs, yeah, it wasn't just you was afraid of the sickness from the hair run that you kept running back to get that next hit. You didn't want that sickness, but
Name like that.
you also didn't want them thoughts coming back,
That's
Yeah.
right.
the terrorizing thoughts of because the whatever we're addicted to magnified those traumatic things that we went through at
That's
time
Right.
right.
because
Woo, come
it
on.
was an enhancer. Those things
Yeah.
were an enhancer to keep us
Yeah.
trapped because we didn't know about as a young age coming up. We was we trying to find ourselves. The enemy knew though. Enemy
Yeah.
Yeah.
set that blade, that seed, planted that
Yep.
negative seed way back
Ooh, you
then. And
better
then
come on.
whatever we addicted to was it magnified that stuff that kept us
Mm-hmm.
coming back to saying this is my solution
Yeah.
Yeah.
to keep us from who
Yeah.
the solution, which is Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna give.
Yeah.
I'm done now because I ain't gonna
Yeah,
give too
I
much.
get it. It's
No, you
good.
good.
It's
Yeah,
good.
you good.
Because
Yeah.
these are questions that definitely, and not probably I'm not the only one who feel this way. And
Yeah.
for me
Yeah.
to ask these questions, because we are
But
already talked, me and Yvonne talked about, all this
Yeah.
where, a lot of traps that was set before us. We didn't,
You better come on.
and
okay,
the enemy didn't.
okay,
He don't have
Hmm.
he don't have to send nobody. He don't even have to do the work. He just send us and we'll do it
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
He set those
come
traps for us. It's
Yeah.
already
on,
done.
Yeah.
We
come
just
on,
picking it up, and then
That's
half the
it.
time it's not even about us. We just set
Exactly.
he set the traps already a long time ago. So we just picking it on up
That's it.
and utilizing it but I understand, I really am looking forward to be open. The reason
Ooh,
why
I'm
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 looking
excited.
forward to
Yeah.
being open is because I feel like um this will help not only me in my walk in understanding addictions and what's going, but my walk in me in myself
Come on now.
self
Yes.
understanding.
Yeah.
People get, go in rooms and we talk about things, we talk about what we did and how our week was and all that stuff. You know, I just want to understand, what these behaviors and why I'm the way I am. So I'm looking forward to be open. I really am.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
like I said, I thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
for giving me a push. Y'all, because I'm the type. I don't. For a long time, I say, okay, I'm just a supporter. I'll support wherever I can. I
Right.
don't want to be out. I don't want to be out front, But y'all kept, you and a few other people like, no, you got something in you. It's like
Oh
y'all
yeah,
helping me.
baby. Yes, you do.
I appreciate that, and I'm starting to be comfortable in walking in who I am.
All
Should.
right now.
You should.
Yes.
You know
And I
what I
can
mean?
Not
understand. Trust me, I
only
can
not
understand
only is
that.
you helping others.
That's helping me in my recovery. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yes.
Because that
Right.
one of the things, one of the main things of addiction to it wants to keep you isolated. It wants to keep you
Yeah.
unsure of yourself. It wants to keep you in the back. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes,
God has said,
sir.
no, I didn't create you for that. And y'all helping me. Y'all didn't help me to see that. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Ooh.
That's right.
One
Oh, I
eye
already
helping
knew it was. I seen it in you.
Yeah.
I seen it in you when you first started
I remember we
coming to
first
getting on
met.
with.
I said,
Yes.
"Woo."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got a powerful. It's powerful, and I
Yeah.
feel that whoever is going to be part of this journey, which I say with your journey is going to be built up, and build up for
Mhm.
not only themselves but for the kingdom of God, and for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the world. We all got our own niche in life where we all have need to be built up. And
Yeah.
this one
Yeah.
right here, I feel like this is what it's about: just building
Yeah.
each other up, encouraging each other, sharing with each other,
Yes.
being supportive of each other. And that's what we wanted to talk about today, about
Yeah.
supporting each other. And I don't even think we have to get you off the phone off here, but
No, stay no, stay
Zach,
on. Join this
I think Zach
conversation.
need you need to join this conversation because
Yeah.
that's the main thing about being open. What's in the bag? Any other platform out of there? I'm gonna say Table Talk 2.0. I'm gonna say Safe
Yeah.
Place. I'm gonna
Safe
say
place
any of
symposium.
all
Yeah.
these all these things. We come on, but one thing we need to learn how to do is support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Be Open needs to be supported. We need support out here. And these are one of the things that we wanted to actually bring forth today about supporting each other. Because I'm like the one, I don't care if I like you or not. Sometimes God don't use me to just like you. My God is using me to help you. And sometimes we snips our noses to spite our face when it comes down to our journey when God has sent us to do,
Yes.
because we so emotional attached to it where we don't want to support. God could be in your ear telling you to support, support, support. But because you so stubborn in your walk, you don't want to support.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we just asking now, for people to come on and support on September the 12th
September the
at
12th. Yeah.
yes ma'am, September the 12th. Well, let me make sure I put this up here. I know it's 6 p.m. I'm saying Central. It's
Yep.
what for us? What time for us?
6
7.
4, 7.
7 for
Okay. Oh yeah,
y'all.
no,
we yeah
7
7.
p.m.
Yep.
for us. Yeah, 6
Mm-hmm.
p.m.
4 and 4
Central
p.m. on
Yeah.
the
and
west.
yeah. And
Yeah.
and it's funny because Marvin and I had a conversation yesterday, and it was powerful. It was powerful, and I said, "Girl, that's the conversation for tomorrow. Why don't we support other people? Why are we afraid to support each other? Why are we so afraid to collaborate, to help each other get to the next
Mm-hmm.
level? Be Open is
Mm-hmm.
one of those platforms. What's in the Bag is one of those platforms. Table Talk 2.0. I had an opportunity to go and experience. Marvina had been inviting me a couple of times, and I kept pushing it off and whatever, whatever. And when I went there, it was like, whoa, I've been missing out. And I said to her, I said, girl, I wish I would have came to some of the other events and meetings and things of that nature. We went to a symposium last week called Transform Her. Powerful. We're sitting in
Powerful.
the room with all of these powerful women, their skills, their stories. And as Marvin and I have talked about it everything that happened over the past week, it just amazes me how we don't support each other.
Support each other. Yep,
We
that's
just we
right.
just we
That's
yeah we
that's
just
all we
don't.
need. We need to support. We need to support. We need to support one another. Zachary, I'm gonna let you go because I know you at work. I love you. All right, and I
I'm
will be talking to you in a
what?
minute. Okay, you ain't at
He's
work. Oh, you not?
No.
Okay, well then stay
Are you
on
good? Yes,
then. Okay, I just thought you was at work. Okay, well, what I mean, before we go ahead on this, we gonna I want to go ahead on and talk about the um support, how you know I find that when we support each other, like on TikTok, I'm just gonna this was one of the ones that kind of threw got me on TikTok. They got these group of people that says pay my bills, and they support one another, and what they do, all they do is come in and they help each other by views.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
mm,
people on there just viewing their stuff, and they're getting supported through views.
mm-hmm.
That's a great way of support. You supporting through views, with likes, with you can
Hey Tony,
support
good morning.
through finances or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to
Mm-hmm.
support, we having a hard time getting people to support us. Hey Tony, support the support.
That's
So
right.
Yvonne, Can you kind of give them a briefing on, because we were talking about it.
Yeah, so
Where
I'm gonna use this as as an example. At that symposium last week, it was beautiful, and I know that there could have been more people there. There could have been more people there. There should have been more people there. And then you've got people. Just say you're putting on an event. Say you're putting on an event, and your skill set, the event that you're putting on, you need somebody to cook
audience.
and prepare foods for
Hmm.
you. Go through your the people that you know and say, hey, you may not have the money, because that was part of the issue with the meeting with the symposium last week. The person had to wind up funding everything out of their pocket because they did not get the full support. But just say, for example, you got somebody in your group, and they're a chef. You can barter. You may not have the money, but you can barter. You can go to them and say, hey, look, I'm looking to put this event on, and I need somebody that can cook and prepare the food. Can you do that for me? And then in exchange, they get the setup. They can take and use their business cards and everything. And guess what happens? They more than likely will get more business. And then you may have somebody that can film and video equipment and things of that nature. And then so that person may come to you and say, okay, you know what? I'll film this for you, but I have an event coming up that I may need you as a speaker.
Exactly.
And instead of always
Exactly.
saying, okay, I got to go in my pocket and pay somebody to do this, barter. And look at how beautiful the events can turn out, and how much more you're helping to support that person and helping to get that
Yes.
person out there. And sometimes we're
Yes.
afraid to do that. You know why? Because we think that other person's light gonna shine brighter than ours.
Right. And I had someone say that to me.
Yeah.
I
Oh, I'm not
literally,
gonna. Yeah.
I literally asked them, w- do they want me to help them? I'll help you. I'll just be in the background. Oh no, I
Mm-hmm.
want my light to shine too. I'm saying to myself, your light to shine too. I'm asking to be in your background. I'm not asking to shine in front
Mm-hmm.
of you or do your job. I'm not trying. I'm just a service. I'm serving, I'm helping. And maybe when I need you to do something like help me with something, you can help me, but I know I'm not doing it for anything, but if you can help me, I would like for that. That's why I don't have a problem with helping and serving. I'll serve in the background. Like right now, would be open, for instance. This is Zachary. This is his thing. I'm gonna be in the back. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure that everything in the
Mm-hmm.
background get done, all the scenes, everything. I'm going, and my face ain't on it. I don't care. And that's the thing. People think that this is about, oh, she gonna look good and
Yes.
I'm not. Why don't we look good together? Why don't we look
But
good
see,
Mm-hmm.
together?
and that's the key thing because you know you could have that mentality, but
Mm-hmm.
you saying that's the powerful thing. You saying I'm gonna I'm gonna support you on my platform. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking at it from a fact of no, you ain't finna do that. You ain't finna come on my,
Exactly.
a lot of times I find that now, especially nowadays in this celebrity culture,
Mm.
a lot of people are
Yes.
insecure themselves.
Yes.
They don't understand that. Hey, what whatever is for you, whoever is for
Yes.
you is for you. I
Yes.
don't
Come
care.
on now.
I don't care if we all doing the exact same thing.
Yes.
I seen a post that said, "You go to the grocery store, you go in the bread aisle. How many brands of bread is there?
A
Come
lot.
on.
How many brands? It's all bread. It's different brands, but everybody getting a piece of the pie.
I
Mm-hmm.
It
love it.
don't matter,
Mm-hmm.
people, because there's some people that only Yvonne can reach. There's some people that only Marvina can reach. There's some people that only
Yes.
I
That's
can
right.
reach. And can't nobody do that. We could be doing the exact same thing, just like all that bread.
Exactly.
Everybody is not going to eat every brand of that bread.
That's
But we
right.
as
That's right.
people, don't
Mm.
understand that. So what we do? we try to in our minds, oh, they trying
Monopolize.
to copy me. They trying to do this. No, I'm doing what's good just because there's 7 billion people in the world. You think there's not going to be
Exactly.
somebody doing the good same thing you doing?
That's it.
Everybody else, everybody, because we always, like I said earlier, a suburban white lady had the same, like a parallel
Right.
upbringing that I had. It don't matter, but people are so worried about you're going to outshine them. How can I outshine an original?
Right.
And you come on now. Come
How can
on.
you outshine
Right.
an original?
Say that.
Come on.
I got my own
Come
set
on.
of fingerprints. You got your own set. God
Say
made
that.
Yeah.
everybody original.
Yes. Yes.
Can't nobody take
Yes.
away what I have for me. But that's the thing.
That's right.
Everybody want all. You can't. You
You
can't have
can't.
everything.
You can't.
You can't have everybody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. You know, it's
You have
funny
to
that
be.
you say that.
You have to be comfortable with who you are
Come
before
on
you can
now.
do anything anyway. If
That's
I'm not
right.
Right.
comfortable with who I am, yeah, I'm not supporting nobody. I don't want to. No, it's like my brother. He was so selfish when we was little. He had two tricycles. He would put one in the middle of the sidewalk and ride around the other one so could no other kid get on it. That's what we do.
Ah, oh my God.
Yeah. What God has for you is for you. You
But
ain't gotta
you
beat
know,
nobody
it's
up because they get on your tricycle. You gotta know.
I like that. What you say, Yvonne?
but you know, it's funny because there was a news story here in Atlanta last week down in South Fulton on Highway 92. Marvina, you know where this is, not too far from the Publix on 92. And you know that plaza they had right before you get there, they've got if you're coming from the Douglasville area, they have hair salons and all this in this plaza.
Yeah.
So there's a braiding salon there, there's a barber shop, and this other lady came along and she wanted to open up a combined type business with barbershop, hair braiding, locks, and they're doing facials. They're not doing nails, but they're doing facials.
Mm-hmm.
And the city denied them, and they kept trying to figure out why they're denying them to be in this place. And the lady that owns the hair braiding studio found out, and she went before the city and she started petitioning. And they turned the other lady down again. Then the lady that has the braiding studio called up the news media. And the reason why they turned her down, they said there are too many businesses like that in the area already. And the lady that's already there that has the hair braiding studio, and she got the man from the barbershop to come, said the exact same thing that you said, Zach.
Mhm.
They said that in that area alone, it's over 400 to 700,000 people living in that area. There's no way that they can cut all their hair. They can braid all their hair.
Exactly.
They can.
Yeah.
Why would you deny her
Exactly.
from doing something positive? And then the lady, she said some of my clients, if I can't get to them, I can send business to her.
Yeah.
I can help her. The man at the barbershop said the same thing. He said sometimes he has so many people waiting, and there's no other shops in the area other than if you send somebody to Old National or Camp Creek, and
Yeah.
people don't want to go to those areas.
Yeah.
So all it takes is for somebody to say, hey, we can do this together.
Yes.
We can do this together. And I'm so grateful that those people weren't selfish and saying,
Yeah.
oh, no, 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 they don't need to come here. Yeah, we do already have a business here. You can have
It's
multiple
one.
businesses.
You got one. You got more than we supposed to. Ain't no everybody. Ain't nothing supposed to be monopolized. Nothing.
Exactly.
That's why we have so. I mean, everybody have ideas. Even though I might have a similar idea. You remember back then when they had all the talk shows. This one lady. This lady. She said this to me. I thank her for saying this. She said they had the Ricky Lake and they had what's his name?
Donahue and
Donnie. All of them, but they were all doing similar things, but they all, people still watched them. They would might watch
yes.
this one at this time and watch it, but it was everybody gave their own different flavor. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all the flavors was what other people might have liked. You might like this type of flavor.
Yes.
You might like them fighting and arguing. You might like them. You know what I'm saying? It was different flavors. You
Mm-hmm.
got all the judge shows. It's a different flavor. Everyone brings
Yes.
their flavor. What's in a bag flavor?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. What's in the bag flavor is just basically what it is. Everyone, whatever topic, whatever you feel that we want to talk about, it ain't about me. It's never about Yvonne and what her opinion. It ain't even about
Exactly.
Zachary and all his opinions. It's about whomever wants to come up here and empty their bag and allow us to know what's going on. Maybe you have some marketing. Maybe you have events. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you have you want to sell something, you want to talk about stories. That's our flavor.
That's
Now
our
then you got
flavor.
the
Yeah.
other flavors that they talk about God, and they got they have their space where they want to acknowledge people and talk about the Bible. You got everybody different flavor, but the problem is nobody want to support each other because they feel like their
Mm-mm.
flavor is better than the other.
Come on
Some
But
now.
people
look at
don't like always chocolate. Go ahead, I'm
Come
listening.
on now.
right. This is butterscotch. But um, but even if somebody does like take something from you, to start something that they did, I look at it like James Brown, right?
Influencer.
Okay, James Brown. So many people have used his music or part of his music to
Mm-hmm.
get ahead. The,
Yes.
the most known one was
Mm-hmm.
George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic. All
Mm-hmm.
they did, he was so good cold that some of James Brown band members, Bootsy and all them,
That's
they
right.
were part of James Brown's band.
That's
He
right.
just took it and ran with it. A lot of rappers, they done took it.
Mm-hmm.
And James Brown didn't sue nobody for
Nobody.
Nope.
using his music. Nothing. Why? Because he knew he was the original. He knew,
Yep.
hey, I'm gonna look at this as that's an honor, but it's not
Yep.
taken away from me.
That's
Samson
right.
ain't taken away from me. I'm still the hardest working man
Exactly.
in show business. I'm still
Exactly.
finna do these splits. I'm still finna, get this
That's
Exactly.
cake put
right.
on me.
That's right.
Exactly.
Unlike Rick James sued the mess out of MC Hammer.
Yeah, he ain't getting no accolade. They made him
But
out to be so.
I'm saying,
Oh,
even if somebody does take a little bit of they can't
Okay.
duplicate. They
Yep.
can they can
It's
they
okay.
make it, but you take that as, hey, somebody see enough of that you helping somebody become them. That's the way to look at that.
That's right.
Somebody saw
yeah.
enough of you that you were a light to them. It don't take away from you.
You
Don't
know.
nothing.
Mm-mm.
Take away from
Nothing.
you if somebody said, because it's your idea, you're an original. Look
Mm,
at the
That's right.
fingerprints one more time. Look at your fingerprints. If that can't be duplicated, you can't be duplicated.
You
They
better
amen.
come
can
on.
take a little bit off of you.
Take
They can
that.
take a
You
little
better
bit
come
from you.
on.
Yeah.
Take that. You
You better
take
come
that.
on.
I love y'all.
Jesus.
I love y'all. We got to get off of here. We got to go. I know it's
Oh, I
getting
didn't even
close to
realize
the
it was
time.
going on 10 o'clock.
Yes,
Look at
honey.
that.
We want to talk about some things before we leave. I love you, Zach. I'm gonna let you go, baby.
Love you.
Thank you
All
for
right.
being a
Peace.
part.
All right,
Yes,
baby.
baby.
Love
And we
you.
will be talking
Thank
to you
you.
Love
soon.
y'all.
Love
Love
you.
y'all.
Hey, y'all. We did tell y'all there's a couple of things that we got going on, and we definitely want to
Yes.
give a shout out to Table Talk 2.0. We are on a great journey right now, and I'm excited about it. I know
Yes.
Yvonne is too. She said I invited her, like she said, to a few of them, but this one right here, it's time.
Yeah.
My first lady went who's her name is first lady pastor. She's actually a first lady. She's actually a reverend also. Lisa Garman. She's over
Hmm.
Table Talk 2.0, and we are doing a study. And
At Word of Faith
not
Love
just a
Center in East
reading.
Point.
Yes, add word of faith. Yes, I'm sorry. I was gonna put all that in there. We're not just actually doing a study. She said to me, it's about the timing. It's time. It's time for us
Jesus.
women to get on, learn the voice of God, Get on this journey, start moving things. It's time to move. The Bible said there's a time for everything, and she emphasized
Mhm.
that to me. She told me to let y'all know it's time for all y'all women who would like to be a part of it. Let me just look at this little video we got going on right here. Okay, so basically, this is what we. This is it's Word of Faith Love Center. I'm telling all. Let me say something. Y'all
Mhm.
think y'all think it's just a book study? No. We got some powerful women that comes on here and
Yes.
we are learning to hear the voice of God. Now this book is a book study. This next one is in on a Zoom meeting. I don't know if y'all
Mhm.
can see up there. You can go to the Word of Faith. You have to RSVP. The reason why you have to
Mhm.
RSVP is because you have to get the Zoom link. So if
Yeah.
we can't get if you don't RSVP, how you gonna get the link? How you going to be able to come aboard?
Yeah.
You can
What is it?
also
What is
get
it?
the
WFLC something.org or something?
yes, wordoffaith.org. Yes, it is. You can go right
Mhm.
on there and type in Google Word of Faith Love Center in Ben Hill, and you can see it shows the website. You go
Mhm.
on, and all you who has a phone, right up on top, there's some lines. You click on that. You look for event. Look for the event.
Mhm.
Scroll down, and then it's going to say RSVP. When you hit the RSVP, it's going to ask you for your information. And when you finish, it's going to say thank you, and an email will be sent to you. That's when you know you finished. Now, if you get in there and don't submit it and you don't get none, it ain't my fault because I just told you what to do.
And let me
I
tell
just
y'all,
told you
let me
what
tell
to
y'all,
do.
this book, I had already read a few excerpts from the about this book. So when Marvina came to me and told me the name of the book, I said, "Whoa, wait a minute." I said, "Girl, I'm excited." I said, "I already had read some excerpts on this book." It is Priscilla Shirer,
Hmm.
Discerning the Voice of God.
They even got it on audio, Vaughn.
Yeah. Yes. Hmm. Yeah.
Amazon, and you have to get your book. Yeah, they have the book on
Hmm.
Amazon. You can pick your book up on Amazon, or if you want to you want to get the audio book, or they got the even the digital book if you want.
Right. And
So,
something popped up on U version, the Bible app as well. So check
mm,
that out too. Remember
mm.
I was showing you
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, yeah. So we just
Hmm.
want to encourage you women. This is a women thing. Sorry, men. You watching. We love y'all and everything. I get your own group. But for us, we are just thankful that we have a first lady that is she loves the women. She loves the hearts of women. She got a heart of her own that she's ready
Hmm.
to help us and pure in us to hear the voice of God. I mean, I hear things, but sometimes you can't even discern if it's that enemy or if it's that you or you don't even know if it's. But God is kind, God is patient. So if it's nothing kind and patient and stuff, you don't know that ain't God. I'm sorry. You start talking about
Hmm.
kill somebody. We were talking about that yesterday, huh, Vaughn? Somebody was talking about they hear voices, talking about some kill somebody. Oh no,
Hmm.
that ain't God.
That's not God, baby. That's not
That
God.
ain't
God's
his
not gonna tell
voice,
you to
baby.
go
That
out
ain't
there and
his voice.
smite someone. You
What?
heard the word I used from the
What?
Bible, smite. He's not gonna tell you to smite, smote, or nothing.
None
He's
of
not
it.
gonna tell
None.
you to do
He
that.
might tell you when somebody slap you. Well, Jesus said when somebody slap you, turn the other cheek. I'm having a hard time with that one, because what's that story? What's that song? Take it to God because
Oh yeah, yeah, something to that. I
I
know what you're
fight
talking
back.
about, but
I hit back.
we're human. I'm
We
still in the
human.
flesh a lot, so I'm not at
And
that point. If somebody
yeah,
slap me, that
so
I'm just gonna.
sometimes I just know because I'm not there, I need to hear discerning the voice of God because right
Yes.
now in trying times, these are times that we actually need to hear God. People are right now, we are so mean and surly towards each other.
Mm.
We do some mean stuff. They call them Karens, they call them this, they call them that. But it's just in general, we're just so I don't know what's going on now. I don't know if
Oh,
it was like this when we were younger and we just didn't know, or it just got worse as we got older. But we need God. You,
yeah.
what did First Lady? What did she say on last Wednesday? You don't love God. What how she say? What's wrong with you? You love God. You don't love Jesus. But that was a blessing. So yes, ma'am, I'm talking to all y'all people who would like to be
Yeah.
part of it. Just go on the website and what's in Word of Faith website and go ahead on and
And I tell you, you won't be
register.
disappointed.
No, you're definitely
You
not.
you will
Definitely not.
not.
It's
I was
so much
moved.
fun.
Yeah, I was moved. You know, on so many
So
levels.
yeah, all you people that's out here who not been part of our group, we got the What's in the Bag group. Um, my BFF picked it back up. I told her not to say it, but I'm gonna say it because
Yeah, I
she,
don't.
she, I told she said I ain't gonna say it again. I ain't saying it no more. Just
Oh,
be
I
a
was gonna
part of
say
it.
it
Come on,
anyway. So,
I know you was. Go ahead and say it. Say it
hey
then.
guys, look. So, like I said last week, I apologize to all of you guys because I had stopped getting on there posting and everything, and but I told you guys last week that I was gonna get back on there and start, and I thanked everybody who was continuing in my absence. So, I'm back live and in person. Hey, Mondays,
Hey,
motivational Monday. Hey, it was good. And thank you guys for the comments that, that I received
yes.
and the people that, that reached out to me behind the scenes and said, "Hey, I love what you said." Talk about it Tuesday. I asked the question, nobody responded, but I saw a lot of people. Don't be afraid to respond. The question that I asked was, what is something from your childhood with your siblings that you think on that still make you laugh to this day? It's okay to have some fun in this world, people. It's okay. It's okay. One day I'll tell y'all about the great popsicle store with my sister and my mother's purse. Okay, so now we also have Wisdom Wednesday. Wisdom Wednesday. We all have something throughout our life. I'm 56 years young, and in my 56 years, there's so many things that I have been through and that I have learned from, and I have grown into this mature woman that you guys see sitting before you guys. And I can honestly say that because I wasn't always at this point in my life where I was so mature. And so I use some of my past experiences in pouts of wisdom to take and share with other people. So Wisdom Wednesday, share something. Thursday, Thankful Thursday. We
Wow.
all have something that we are thankful for. And let me go ahead and give a shout out right now. I am so thankful and grateful to the Lord that He allowed my mother 75 years around the sun. And we were able to celebrate her and be here with her. So I'm very thankful to the Lord for that. And we have Friday Fun Day. And when I tell you my BFF sitting on the other side, Jesus and Lord and Jesus. I'm telling you, sometimes when I see her pop up, I be afraid to click on it while I'm in a meeting on Fridays because I know it's going to be something that is going to make me bust out laughing. So if I decide to click on it, I make sure I'm on mute so that other people won't be asking me what is so funny. She is hilarious. You guys need to go on TikTok and check her out and look at some of the things that she's done over the years, and she's going to be sharing those with us. So she'll go in there and start picking out one or two and posting them on YouTube and on What's in the Bag, just sharing some Friday fun yay things, to help you laugh because we'd have made it to the end of the week, so we can laugh at that past week because now we get ready to head into the next one. So
Okay,
that's what I had to
BFF.
say.
Okay, you saying all of that, and also we got the directory page. That's what's in the bag. That it's really
Yeah.
the media page. We call it the directory page, but it's the media page. Basically, you will be able to. You're not on the group or whatever. You can go on the what's in the bag page and you can comment. If you go on that page, the group page, they don't let you comment anymore. But on our directory page, you can comment, say whatever you want. You can watch all our videos, all our segments on that page. Scroll up, scroll down. That's a good way to look at them. And also for YouTube, We also are looking for more subscribers. We asking for you to subscribe. We asking for comments.
Mhm.
We asking for like. We even want you to put the notification, the bell ring, so when we come on, you
Ding, ding,
will
ding,
see
ding.
us. Ding, ding, ding. We know we are ready, willing, and able to get ready. Never know what the topic gonna be, and you never know how crazy Marvina's gonna be. But you know what, y'all just come in and watch. Y'all, you know we like to be nosy, and also we got Twitch. All you gamers who just want to take a time out about an hour every Saturday and look at us. We
Hmm.
also on Twitch. And also we asking if you have you want to support, give us a shout out. We got the What's in the Bag 21 on Cash App. And you know, if you want to, you can buy us a coffee. That's another way to support us. We just know that, everybody need a little support. Every little support
Hmm.
matters, man. It all matters to us. And I don't care if it's $2. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if you feel led in your heart to love on us. We appreciate y'all so much. Just for the love, just for the support, just for thinking about us. We love you, Vaughn. You got something to say before we get off? Cause I gotta go to work.
Okay, let me say this real quick. Shout out to Cage Phoenix last week.
Oh yes, yes,
Her. That was an amazing event. Thank you so
beautiful
much
one.
for inviting us. And hey, guys,
Yes.
it's a beautiful weekend. God allowed us to see another day. Get out there and enjoy life. And while you're enjoying that life, stay blessed, be a blessing to someone, and have a blessed day. Love you guys so much. Thank
We
you for
love
joining.
you. Thank you, all you YouTubers. All my and the young man I spoke to earlier. If you're watching, thank you for being a part. Love y'all. Bye.